Are you ready to win despite everyone who's ever said you wouldn't? Then let's go. It's time to prove those doubters wrong. Hi, and welcome to the Last Laugh, No Apologies podcast. I'm your host, Christine Christensen. I'm a mom, passionate entrepreneur, and success coach. If you're ready to finally flip the script on all those doubts in your head and the doubters in your life that have been holding you back, you, my friend, are in the right place. It's time to dust off that crown, show them what you're made of, and remind them that you are the main character in this life story. Get ready, because you're about to make them regret that they ever doubted you, and I'm here to cheer you on. Each week, we'll dive into mindset shifts, inspiring stories, and practical strategies that are designed to help you realize your worth, embrace the amazing woman that you are, and step into your power so you can start living your life unapologetically. It's time for some real talk, some laughs, and some transformation. Are you ready? Okay, let's dive into today's episode. Hey there, and welcome back to The Last Laugh, No Apologies. Today, we're diving into something that hits way too close to home for a lot of us. I'm talking about that dreadful thing that we entrepreneurs especially know as imposter syndrome. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. It's that nagging damn voice that always seems to disrupt your thinking just when things are finally going your way, or maybe when you're in an extremely awesome mood. It starts to whisper, "Hello, what are you doing? Who the hell do you think you are anyway?" And you hear it every time you dare to think big or chase a dream or celebrate a win. Yeah, that one. Well, today, get ready because we're going to finally tell that bitchy little voice to sit down and shut the fuck up. I mean, imposter syndrome is the worst, right? It's like that clingy, cringy ex who keeps texting or sliding into your DMs. You know what I'm talking about, girls. So freaking annoying, persistent, and completely freaking unnecessary. But here's the truth. You absolutely do deserve all of the success and happiness that you are longing for. End of story, period. So if you're ready to kick that self-doubt in the ass, grab your cup of coffee, your favorite wine, or whatever fuels your fabulous self, and let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with a little reality check. Imposter syndrome isn't just some rare condition that only a select few people ever have to deal with, right? It's basically like an uninvited guest at every table, especially for women like you who dare to dream and do the big things. So let's break it down. Imposter syndrome is simply not the truth. It's just noise. That voice in your head, the one saying you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not young enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not talented enough. It's a fucking liar, straight up lying to you. That inner critic just loves to show up when you're stepping out of your comfort zone and trying to do something better, something bigger, when you're making progress. But it's a sign that you're growing, not that you're failing. So the next time it decides to butt into your thinking, just imagine giving it a mic drop worthy response like, "All right, thanks for your input, but sit the fuck down and be quiet. I got this. And I'm busy being freaking awesome." Stop dismissing your wins. So raise your hand if you've ever brushed off a compliment or downplayed your accomplishments like they were just a mistake, just a happy accident. Yeah, me too. But let's be real. You didn't really luck your way here, right? You worked for that shit. Celebrate those wins, even if they feel small. Success is cumulative. Every little step counts because they build on each other. They don't all have to be huge accomplishments. So replace the, "Oh, it was nothing," or "Yeah, but I didn't really do anything, with a "Thank you. I'm really proud of that. And just own that shit for once. Let that be the new normal. Listen, success isn't about being perfect. No one has it all together all of the damn time. God, I wish I did, but I don't. I don't think anybody does. So if you're waiting to feel ready or qualified or for everything to be just right or perfect, well, honey, let me just tell you, you're going to be waiting a hell of a long time because that's never going to happen. You'll be waiting forever. Let's be honest here. The most successful people, they show up messy, they show up scared, and they show up imperfect, and they just keep going anyway. Because you know what? Fucking done is better than perfect any damn day. So stop waiting to be perfect. And the confidence that you so desperately crave, that comes from taking action, even if it is just imperfect action, just little actions. It does not come from waiting around for permission. You know, this topic is really hitting home for me because imposter syndrome used to be my freaking roommate. I swear. When I first started coaching, I honestly kept thinking, who the hell am I to do this? Like, who am I to guide other women when I don't even have half the shit in my own life figured out, right? Maybe you can relate to that. I thought I had to have everything perfect and look perfect and have like the perfectly fit together life before I could help anyone else. But one day it just hit me like, nobody has it all figured out. And honestly, that's the whole point. The value I bring isn't in being perfect, it's in being real, being relatable. And yes, at times, even a little bit damn messy. I remember one client that I first started working with, let's call her Sarah. She was a total badass, running her business and crushing her goals. But every time we celebrated her wins, she'd say, "Oh, that's just luck." Just luck? Seriously? Girl, you worked your ass off. You made a ton of bold moves, and you still don't think you deserve credit? We worked together to reframe her mindset, and instead of dismissing her success, she started to own that shit. Watching her step into that power was like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes, you know? And let me tell you, the world needs so many more Sarahs willing to rise up like that and to stop hiding. All right, so let's recap because what I want you to walk away feeling fired up and ready to own your worth. Imposter syndrome is just noise and it's annoying. Think the clingy, cringy ex, remember? Do not let it stop you from taking action. Just don't. Your wins are your wins. They didn't happen by accident. It wasn't luck. So stop downplaying them. Be loud and proud. Own that shit. Perfection is just a myth. There's no such thing. It does not freaking exist. Success is about showing up, not waiting until you feel ready. So here's the thing. Imposter syndrome isn't going to just disappear overnight. But what I can tell you is that every time you choose to acknowledge it and show up anyway, you weaken its grip. It gets weaker and weaker. And that, my friend, is where the real magic happens. So, what's your next step? Maybe it's saying yes to an opportunity that scares the hell out of you. Or maybe it's finally taking credit for something you worked your ass off for. Whatever it is, just take that first step today. You've got this. You were meant for this. And if you don't think you quite have the belief yet that you can take that first step, you can borrow some of mine because I believe that you can. If this episode resonated with you, go ahead and hit subscribe. Leave a review or even share it with someone close to you that you know needs to hear this too. And remember, you deserve every damn bit of your success. No apologies, no permission needed.